Montessori Grandma. Episode 36. An Adventure in Space.
An Adventure in Space, a story about the solar system, written and presented by Geeta Vijayachandran. An Adventure in Space is a continuation to the story of creation. Although the children have already worked with planets earlier, the story sparks their interest. The story may be more effective when the story is said by making the children close their eyes and use their imagination. A family get-together. Vijay's family got together to celebrate Viku's 7th birthday. Viku was excited to open all the gifts he got. There were electric cars, a chessboard, 2 board games, and even a laptop. But what excited Viku the most was a gift from his parents. It was a remote-operated rocket which would go zooming in the sky. He had always been interested in astronomy and loved watching the stars move across the sky. "I wish the rocket was real and it could take me to space," said Viku. The birthday party went on late and there was no time to try out the rocket. Viku and his sisters were asked to go to bed. Exhausted, they ran to their rooms and tried to sleep. Viku could hear the girls giggling and talking in whispers. They did not want to get their parents upset. Viku went to his room, carrying the rocket in his hand. The rocket looked super. Viku wanted to know how the rocket works, but he had to wait till next day. He read the booklet that came with the rocket and then charged the remote and the rocket so he could switch it on first thing in the morning. Tired after a long evening, Viku went to bed. It was not long before he went into deep sleep. Viku had the weirdest dream. The rocket had become huge and out stepped an astronaut. He introduced himself as Mr. Speedy. Speedy asked Viku and the girls to get into the spacecraft and wear the spacesuits. As soon as they were ready, Speedy started the rocket and off they went on a space adventure. "I know you all wanted to see what's up there in space. So let us explore space today. We have just left Earth. Look how beautiful Earth looks," said Speedy. "Wow, isn't she beautiful?" said Chinnu. "Speedy, this looks wonderful. What is it?" asked Viku. "It is a galaxy of stars. It is called the Milky Way. Earth is in this galaxy," said Speedy. "Look, this is a solar system," said Speedy. "What's that?" asked Chinnu. "It's a collection of 8 planets. It's like a family. The sun is the head of the family. The sun is made up of gases like hydrogen and helium. It is the only star in our solar system," explained Speedy. "Let's look at our sun. Hydrogen is the sun's fuel, just like food is our fuel. The sun has at least 5 billion years supply of hydrogen left. So the sun will keep burning for a long, long time. The light from the sun takes about 8 seconds to reach the earth." "Why is the sun the head of the solar family?" asked Chinnu. "The sun emits light for the planets. All the planets depend on the sun for heat. All the planets revolve around the sun for light," said Speedy. "But won't the planets crash against each other while moving around the sun?" asked Viku. "No, Viku, the planets move on the orbit, keeping the assigned distance from the sun," said Speedy. "The planets have their own orbital path. That is why the 8 planets take different times to orbit the sun. The Earth takes about 365 days to go around the sun. While the planets are orbiting the sun, they are also rotating. The time the Earth takes to spin round one time equals the length of one day." Speedy went on. "Let's look at the time it takes for the planets to spin once. Mercury takes 60 Earth days. Venus takes 243 days. Earth takes 24 hours. Mars takes 24.3 hours. Jupiter takes 9.8 hours. Saturn takes 10.2 hours, Uranus takes 17.1 hours, and Neptune takes 16 hours. Speedy explained, glad he could show off his knowledge. Wow! How far is the sun from Earth? Chinnu asked. It is almost 154.5 million kilometers away. That's why it seems so small. The sun is also a star, just like all the other stars we see. It's the biggest object in the solar system. Here is a table showing the distances from the sun. Continued Speedy. You can see a table here which gives you the distance of planets from the sun in kilometers. Did you know the sun holds all the planets together? Due to its great gravitational power, all the planets move around the sun without drifting away into space, said Speedy. What would happen without the sun? Asked Viku. Without the sun, there would be no light and heat. The water would freeze and there would be no life, said Speedy. What about the other planets in the solar system? Asked Chinnu. The 8 planets are arranged in the following order: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune, added Adu. Which is the smallest planet? Asked Viku. It is Mercury. It is one of the 5 planets that are visible from Earth with our naked eyes. It won't look like a planet. It will look like a bright star when you see it from Earth. It is a rocky planet covered with craters. The sun is so hot, it pushes the atmosphere away, explained Speedy. That's cool, said Viku. And guess what? Mercury has no moons, added Amu. And which is the hottest planet? Asked Chinnu. Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system. It is similar in size as Earth and is called its sister. Its atmosphere is made of carbon dioxide and clouds made of sulfuric acid. The rocky planet has lots of mountains and erupting volcanoes. It is the second brightest object you see in the sky, other than the moon, said Speedy. Metals we know are in liquid form on Venus. Venus rotates very slowly and in the opposite direction compared to most other planets in our solar system. Venus is the slowest rotating planet in the solar system, completing one rotation in 243 Earth days. It has no moons, said Speedy. Earth is the third planet from the sun, said Ammo. Yes, the Earth is made of 71% of water and 29% of land. It is the only planet that supports life. The Earth's atmosphere has just the amount of thickness to protect Earth from the sun and the meteorites. It provides plenty of oxygen for us to breathe, explained Speedy. What about Mars? Asked Chinnu. Mars is known as a red planet because of its reddish color, which is due to the rusty iron. It is cold and rocky. Scientists think humans can live on this planet with special equipment. Mars is a planet which has moons like Earth. It has 2 moons, but the moons are not big or round like our moon, said Speedy. That's crazy, exclaimed Viku. Mars is about half the size of Earth. Mars has seasons and probably has flowing water. Mars is the only planet we have sent robots to, said Speedy. What is that rocky part between Mars and Jupiter? Asked Adu. It is an asteroid belt. This area contains rocky, irregular bodies called asteroids. What about Jupiter? Asked Viku. Jupiter is the largest planet and is known as a gas giant. It is very big and made up of gases. It has at least 79 moons, said Speedy. Comes next? Asked Chinnu. Next comes Saturn. It is also called a gas giant. It is famous for the beautiful rings around it. There are 7 rings with spaces between them. Although these rings look solid from a distance, they are made up of small ice particles, dust, and rocks. Saturn has at least 53 moons, said Speedy. Uranus is the seventh planet. Unlike other planets in the solar system, Uranus is tilted. The tilt makes it spin sideways. It is made of shiny material consisting of water, methane, and ammonia. Its atmosphere is made of hydrogen, helium, and methane. Uranus has 13 rings, the outer rings being very colorful. It has 27 moons, continued Speedy. Eighth comes Neptune. Neptune is very similar to Uranus. Neptune is so far away from the Sun that it takes 165 Earth years to go around the Sun. Like Uranus, it gets its color from the methane in the atmosphere. Neptune is made from a thick fog of water, ammonia, and methane over an Earth-sized center. Neptune has 6 rings, but these are difficult to see just like Jupiter. Neptune has 13 moons that have been discovered, added Speedy. Thanks, Speedy. We did not know so much about the planets, said the children in one voice. Do you know there was a ninth planet? Asked Speedy. Really? Asked Vico. Yes, it was called Pluto. It was demoted from the solar system to one of the 5 dwarf planets. It was something like a planet, but much smaller. That leaves us with 8 planets in the solar system, said Speedy. The children were excited to see all the planets. We have learned so much, said Ammu. Let me name them in order from the Sun. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, said Chinnu. Thanks, Speedy, for telling us so much about our solar system, said Adu. Thank you, Speedy, for the wonderful trip. I never thought we would be able to go out in a rocket and see the planets, said Viku. Hold tight, children, we are going back to Earth, said Speedy. The rocket landed with a thud. Viku woke up. He had rolled out of his bed and fallen down on the carpet below. Viku got up and took the rocket in his hands and looked at it. What a wonderful dream he had. He couldn't forget the space adventure. He ran to the girls to tell them about his dream and thanked his parents for the birthday gift. That takes us to the end of the adventure in space. Thank you for watching. This is Geeta Vijayachandran signing off.
Montessori Grandma.